The first ingredient we need is some strong white bread flour, and we need 200 grams of your bread flour. So weigh out 200 grams and pop that into a large mixing bowl. Give it a really good season with some sea salt. The next ingredient is quite simply some lukewarm water, and for 200 grams of flour we need 100 milliliters of your lukewarm water. And the last ingredient is some olive oil, and we need 50 milliliters of olive oil. And the first step is to get in there with your hands and bring the dough together. At this point we can lose the mixing bowl and pop your dough onto a chopping board. Work the dough with your hands. We need to knead it for a good 15 minutes or so. Take your time and you'll see after about 15 minutes the dough will be nice and elasticy. But we're not quite ready yet. We need to prove the dough. So wrap it up in some cling film and you need to leave it on the side for at least 2 hours. The best thing to do though is pop it into a fridge overnight. And so after at least a few hours, remove your dough from the cling film and you'll see that it's a lot more doughy and elasticy at this point. And so we're going to need a plate, and you want to dust the plate with some flour, and you want to start by pulling off a little bit of your pici from the dough and just roll that out with your hands. Use one hand, use two, whatever you have to do, and I like them to be thicker than regular spaghetti, and they're best when they're nice rustic and slightly uneven. I like to roll them out to about the length of regular spaghetti, but then break them in half so that they're a little bit more bite-sized. Once you've rolled out a pici, just lay that into the flour, and then we want to take your pici, coat them in the flour, and just pop them into a bowl. Once they're in the bowl, give them a quick toss in your hands so that all of the pici is coated in the flour, and then I like just to chuck them onto the chopping board and knock off the excess flour. Once you've knocked off the excess flour, pop your picis back into a bowl, and there you have some lovely hand-rolled eggless pici pasta ready to cook. And they cook very simply in some heavily salted boiling water. Takes a couple of minutes. Really simple, really delicious, and a great entry into the world of fresh pasta. And I'll see you next time.